And you have, and the more crafty, the more options, the more deals you can do. And in this business, your money's made on the deals. You don't make any money unless the deal is done.
Yeah.
So by understanding all of these tools, these 10 tools for you to be able to buy a home, you've expanded your ability to buy.
Yeah.
And maybe you buy that house with little to no money out of pocket. 5-10 years later, it appreciates. You got 100,000 in equity. You sell the house, you take the 100,000. Now you have investment capital.
You roll it into more deals.
Yeah,
Snowball effect.
It's incredibly. This is so powerful, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wish I had this.
Yeah.
Like, this is the information I should have had.
What would it take for like a new, I guess, print company to generate 100K?
A lot of work, a lot of capital. Yeah, because you need the equipment.
Right.
You
Versus if you little money out of pocket, you could pull out 100K a few months, maybe a year.
You know,
just by owning an asset.
It's interesting that you asked that question. I think the way that I would explain it is, real estate is an interesting thing because it has an asset class that is bankable. You know what I'm saying? A business that you build, it's tough because that equipment may not retain its value. But real estate is different. Real estate in certain assets like stocks and bonds, but I don't want to go into that. I don't want to divert into a conversation about that. Real estate in particular is bankable. It's bankable. So by understanding that asset class creates a securitized loan, you can unlock funding options that are unlimited. These are not all the funding options that are available. Yep. These are some of the ones that we're aware of, but these are not all of them. And there's going to be more. As the world gets more and more complicated, deal structure is going to be more and more important. Let's say, for example, right now, right? Let's say you had a financial crash. How would you, as a buyer and seller, conduct the transaction in real estate? Let's just take the banks out of it for a second. I just want everybody to just conceptualize a place where it is very difficult for you to go out and get a loan. The only way you would be buying a house, it would be cash or seller finance.
Yep.
Creative finance. So that those conventional methods of lending, they exist. But if your credit is not there, and if you don't have the credit or if you don't have the capital, there is a bunch of unconventional ways to buy and sell. And by understanding a world where those options may not exist, it helps you hyper focus on what does exist.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
And I think in 2008, 2009, 2010, there was a scenario like that occurred. Yeah. But I wasn't aware of all of these. I didn't have, you know what I'm saying, the Hustle Man podcast to put school on me, to give me these gems. That way I can understand all this. I had a realtor that I knew and the books that I read about fixing. I thought this business was about fixing and selling houses or renting them. And I didn't even want to be a landlord, to be honest with you. The first property that I renovated, I didn't even want to rent. I wanted to flip it and sell it because I didn't understand how to be a landlord. If I would have known about all of this, man, my deal count would have been through the roof.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at our deal count now that we do understand all this.
Yeah. We have a whole portfolio in Ohio. There's no conventional debt attached to any of them. They've all been leveraged through cash, seller finance, no conventional debt. So why not just diversify everything? You don't have to only be a wholesaler. You don't have to only slow flip or only do BRRRRs. Why not do all of them?
I'm hearing this question a lot over and over on like people are DMing me, they private message me. How do I start? How do I get started? Like, where do I start?